Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Appears like we have audio. Let's see here. Is the microphone working? It sounds like it is. That's terrific. Let's put this away. Let's get this going over here. Let's get this crappy bad background music going. It'll be great. Hello, whoever's there. Anyone? No one? If only we could fade this nonsense out. No. Yeah. this. There we go. And then we'll just cut over here, and then we'll just do a quick little fade over to here. Let's see if this works. It looks like. It looks like it's working just fine. Hello, everybody, whoever may be there. Ooh, looks like we're popping. Pretty fucking loud, huh? Bring it down a notch. I know I get loud. It's probably a little bit better. Clicky, click, click. Dial, dial, dial. We got this working over here. That's one. This guy going here. Choppy, choppy. Hopefully that cleans up a little bit. Well, not much we could do about that. We'll fucking get to it. Welcome to the Hack Chef Show. It's just about to start cleaning out my fridge and start cooking some things, and I said, let's fire up the fucking gear and see if this one works. I hate this choppy camera. Why is this one so good? This doesn't make much sense. It's the same shitty camera. I hope that stabilizes itself and fixes itself. Not much we could do about that. Hopefully the crappy background music that I have on in the back is soothing your ears. Maybe you can't hear it. That'd be good. Last time we played some music, it got pulled. So we put this on in the back, and hopefully no one hears it. So, like I said, we're going to clear out the fridge, and the first thing I wanted to make was a soup for sure. I want to get going because that's going to take probably the longest. Once the soup's going, we'll start working on Taco World. And why do I say Taco World? Because I had all these fucking tomatillos and tomatoes and old-ass peppers and this hunk of cilantro, and more importantly, these chipotles that have been sitting there for quite some time that needed some love. Still smell great, though. It's a lot of chipotles, but we got to use them. And I got this bowl of garlic here, which is delightful. Needs to be used. I used a bunch of it the other night, but some remains. And that head of rogue cauliflower that needs to be used is going to go in the soup. And first thing we're going to do is pour ourselves a glass of this leftover Gamay Noir. Get a little beverage going. Like that. Cheers to whoever's there. So, I'm just going to kick this off. It's probably checking the audio. I'm going to crank this garbage music in the back. Hopefully it translates. I mean, it's not great, but it's something. It's pretty fucking rock and roll right now. Sorry, I'm checking the levels. Sounds like it's picking up something. All right, it's good enough. I mean, it's pretty fucking loud here. So I'm screaming. I'm gonna turn this garbage down. Let's be fair, it's not garbage. Someone made that and thoroughly appreciates it. Let's get the fucking work. First thing we're gonna do is bang out the soup and get it going. Then we can worry about tacos, salsas, and all that bullshit people like for Taco Tuesday. So, chop chop. You know what I think I might be able to do to fix that? We're gonna try something real quick. See if that works. Anyway, we're going to get to Taco World later, so let's put that aside for now. Let's keep the wine out. It's very important. Let's get this cauliflower head going, and then we'll get the soup going. We're going to warm up this Le Creuset. Get it going a little bit while we pop this crusty old cauliflower head open. Not that old. Cauliflower's got a shelf life. Let's not worry about it. Let's not make a big fucking deal. It's a little old. So what? It's got a little black spots on it. We're going to be all right. Let's not cry about it. Cut all of this off, but save all the core and all the goodness. It's going to be a blended soup. Why? Because we're not going for fine cuts, we're going for leftovers here. And I got this big thing of leftover. I made a beautiful steak the other day, and I have these leftover white beans with a little bit of spinach in it. It's got a really nice broth, really nice, fatty, cheesy, chickeny kind of broth vibe. And it was almost too liquidy to eat as the bean side I wanted it to be. I would have cooked it down more, didn't have enough time. C'est la vie. So we're going to use it as a soup base. It's going to be perfect for that because it's very gelatinous. There's lots of flavor in there. It's going to trim off the crusty brown ends on this cauliflower. It's not looking the prettiest. Going a little bit right into the sink there. Watch your fingers. Now, usually starting a soup, what do we want? Celery, we want carrots, and we want onion. Now, I have all of those things in my beans, so those flavors are going to be there. Now, while we get this pot going, we are going to use an onion in our salsa and tacos later. I don't think I have any celery left. Like I said, I'm trying to clear out this fucking fridge. I don't think I got any celery left. And I got a carrot too, but you know what? I'm not worried about it. We're going to let's get this cauliflower to the side. Let's use like half of that. Honestly, we don't even need a half. There's a lot of onion and flavors and aromatics in those beans. We don't gotta use more shit. Let's not use more shit than we need. This bean base that we're throwing in here is powerfully seasoned. Eats like a soup on its own. I just need to use this fucking cauliflower, so we're gonna chop it up, cook it down, make it real nice and brothy, blend it up. It's gonna be creamy, it's gonna be fucking delicious. So let's only use a quarter of this onion. Good, good. Let's rough chop on that ass. This music is not ideal or great. Really don't like it. I feel like I'm in a bad mall. We'll have to figure that out. We'll have to fix that. That's garbage. All right, so this fucking pot's warming up. Woo, toasty. Just a pinch of oil. We don't need a lot. Oh, wait. Nice. Just a pinch. Why? Because there's so much oil and fat in the beans, we don't need to just add all of it. We just want to get a little color on the onion there before we start throwing all the other shit in. That's all. Let's not go crazy. Let's get one of these. Make sure they all go a little Earl on it. Now, here's where I would start blooming all of my dried spices and shit like that. But again, this bean situation I got here has so much flavor in it. I really don't need to do that so much. So I just want to get some color on there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put a scoop of that bean goo in there for fat. Because I don't want to just add more oil. I mean, this has got, I don't know if you can see it, this has got copious amounts of gelatinous goodness on it. Just a scoop. Just the fat, just the goodness. In with that, it's going to be real nice like. Turn that down. So again, we just want to get some color on the onions to bring a little bit of fresh onion vibe. The beans and all that shit, this is good on its own. This has got onions, it's got carrots, it's got spinach for Christ's sakes in it. It's got all the garlic, it's got everything you need. We're just going to rough chop all this cauliflower down to roughly the same size. So when we throw it in there and it simmers away and softens, it kind of does it at the same pace. I figure probably about 20 minutes, 25 minutes of that shit, and then we'll blend it up, give it final seasoning and tasting, and we're going to call that a fucking soup. So it helps to have, hello whoever just joined, it helps to have a bunch of delicious goodness in your fridge when you clear out your fridge and try to make soup. I made these delicious beans the other day, and you know, things I know that I'll keep well and I could use again, I'm gonna make a little bit extra. Funny enough, I didn't make extra beans. I only made a wee little bit of beans, and my guests didn't like eating the beans. Not that they didn't like the beans, they just they don't eat things that aren't meat. I can't really blame them, but I like to eat beans. I like to eat things that keep me alive. Fine, one. Beans being another, very good for you. So these onions are browning, they're doing their thing. Looking real nice. If I had an open bottle of white wine in here that wasn't finished, that would be funny and entertaining, because one, that would suggest that we didn't finish the white wine, and two, I'd give it a splash right now and cook it down. We have some open red that we're drinking, but we don't want to add red to this. We're dealing with a lightly colored chicken stock, a white bean soup, and cauliflower. It's going to be a really pretty light shade of white. Now, does my beans have spinach in it? A little bit. Is that going to give it a weird color? Probably. What am I going to do? Pick all the spinach out of here? Come on. Ain't nobody got time for that. We ain't doing that. We're just going to put it in there. We're going to blend it. It's going to be great. It's going to look real good. So these onions got color already, which I like. So what I'm going to do now is add these beans and see where we're at liquid-wise before I throw the cauliflower in. I'm not trying. If I had more time or thought ahead, I would have roasted the cauliflower, and then you could get a little bit more flavor out of it. But guess what? Oh, look, a hunk of lemon. Glad I found that. Took that out. We're not blending that up. I would have roasted the cauliflower and got a little bit more flavor out of it, but that's not what we did. We've got a raw head of cauliflower. We're going to cook it in. It's going to be beautiful. This bowl, let's not forget that the beans were in, has a lot of flavor and bean juice left in it. So when we add water, which we're going to do to the soup, we're going to put it in there, rinse it around, dump it out, because that's good flavor. We don't want to waste that. Every little bit counts, you know? So I got chunks of garlic in here, because I had that in the beans. I got chunks of onion in here, and I got some nice cannellini beans that were cooked down with chicken stock. And cooked down with chicken stock, a little bit of beef juice, because there was some juice drippings that went in there. And then we're going to take all this cauliflower and then just toss it on in there and then top it off with just enough water so it cooks, cover it up, throw it on the back burner, drop it to a low simmer, and let it just do its thing. So we're right. I'd add more garlic now because, one, I have a whole copious amount of it right here. But more importantly, there's a shitload of garlic in there. I put so much garlic in it. So I'm not sweating that. So while this comes to a little simmer, what else did I say we're going to do today? Tacos and salsa. Yeah, I got a couple options for that as far as tacos and salsa go. So we had some taco vibes here at some point in time in the last week or so, whatever it was. And you know, when you go to the Mexi Mart, you buy a bunch of stuff, and you get some leftover goods. You got some tomatillos, you got some tomatoes. I always got limes on hand. I got some peppers that are getting a little past their prime. They're a little crusty. And some avocados. Now, I just blew out all the salsas I already made previously, except for one, actually. I do have an arbol salsa in here, which is very spicy, very tasty. There's a little bit left. Now, usually, if I didn't have this bowl of stuff left over, I'd cut it and say we're done with tacos for the week until next time we make stuff. But there's just enough crap there for me to bust out another salsa or two, and have salsas on hand. And I have a bunch of cilantro, which is key. You need that too. If I didn't have that, I probably wouldn't do it. But I got a bunch of cilantro, and we're just gonna bust out a salsa or two. You know what else I have in there? I just forgot. I just remembered. I didn't forget. I forgot. I said I would have taken it out. I'm not sure. I mean, let's be honest. This isn't a cooking show. This is my kitchen, and I took this out of the freezer quite some time ago. I don't know if it's still good. It smells great. I'm going to try it, and then I'll tell you if it's good. And then we could go from there. It smells really good. I think it is. I mean, it's edible. I'm going to keep it on hand. Ooh, good heat. I'm going to keep it on hand. And maybe we throw a dash of it in. It's just like, it's not bad. It's just like stale tasting. Is that what I'm trying to say here? It's a little past its prime. You know what I mean? It's roasted tomatillos with onions and garlic and stuff that I did a huge batch of and froze by the quart. I took out 2 quarts a while ago, used one, and that one's just been sitting in the back of the fridge. Don't know when I took it out. Don't know how long it's been defrosted. If I got enough tomatillos and the tomatoes there, honestly, we're probably not even going to need it. But I do have these chipotles here. I want to use these chipotles in a salsa, I guess. There's a fair amount. I would make like a chicken tinga situation, but again, that requires like making a whole bunch. I'm trying to make a couple salsas and then bang out whatever kind of meats I got left over on a tortilla. You know, I'm not trying to make a big taco dinner here. Salsas on hand. They keep for quite some time. Keep in the fridge. They're going to get eaten with chips. It's going to be beautiful. This soup is getting ready to go. So it's bubbling right in the center. It looks all nicey nice. So we're just going to add all of this cauliflower in there. I'd rough chop it more if I had my bigger cutting board, honestly, but I do not. I have this weak little cutting board. And I don't even know if we're going to use all of this cauliflower. We might. Let's load this guy up with the smaller wee bits. Let's keep the big boys off to the side. Let's put all the stems, all the wee boys. Let's keep a couple big pieces. Let's keep a couple big pieces for the table, you know what I mean? And all these little scrappy scraps. This is probably going to be more than enough cauliflower to make that creamy and beany. I don't want to outweigh the bean situation I got in there. You know, I just want to make it creamy with this cauliflower once it cooks and blends up. That looks like a good amount. We're going to add some water in there to top it off. Rinse out the bean bowl or whatever the fuck you stored your beans in, or whatever you fuck you stored your whatever in. So that looks good to me. I mean, it's going to be thick. We can water it down later, too. I don't want to make it too watery now. So that looks good. I think you can see that, right? This is what we want to see. It looks like raw cauliflower, check. Fucking weird bean mix with greens, check. Cover that bitch, keep it on medium, and let it gurgle. In fact, we'll put it in the back burner so it's out of the way. Let's keep our eye on it. Let's get it sizzling and we'll back it off. And that'll be good. That's where we want that to go. So that'll be about 20 minutes on that. So for the sake of me losing track, let's clock 15 and then we'll start that once we get to it. So we'll save these little cauliflower boys. Let's put them away. So good. We used the bulk of the head of cauliflower, and we got these nice nuggets that we can roast up and use as a garnish in the soup if we're taking a very nice picture, trying to make it very fanciful, or want to add a little bit more flavor. Or we just eat these with some dip or whatever we got in the fridge. Either way, we're ahead of the game, and we're not wasting shit. We're using cauliflower like a champion. All right, let's put the fucking rest of the cauliflower away. What do we want to do next? Oh, I wanted to put some bacon fat in there, but I didn't, so we're just going to do it. That's off. That's good. The back one's on. Good. I think let's do. Well, let's think. Let's think aloud, because I didn't think about this before. What do we got? 4 tomatoes that probably don't taste good on their own. These are those like Romas that they love to sell at the Mexican mart that are like no tomato flavor. They just have like bulk and mass. Good for salsas, which is I guess is why they do it. And then we got some tomatillos. We're definitely going to use these because these can't sit in the fridge forever. So we got 5 tomatillos. Okay. Getting somewhere. Okay. Wish this bottom can wasn't so weirdly choppy. Have to fix that. So you peel your tomatillos. I don't think I need to show you how to do that. This isn't an instructional course. This is a watch a dude make his shit course. If you have questions, you can ask, and I'll gladly answer. Not only can you ask, you can call. I forgot. You can call 1-843-REBEL-TV, and I'll answer the phone, which is sitting over there. And then you'll be live on air, and you can talk, rant, troll, all those good things that we like to do on the internet. And it's just like you're here with me, you know? It's just like you're in the kitchen, you know what I mean? Do me a favor, someone pipe up when I'm boiling in the back. Not yet. Hands are sticky, of course, because we just peeled off the tomatillos. Rinsey rinse. Okay. We got 4 tomatoes. I don't think I have any other. The first thing I think of is, you need a red tomato salsa. And I'm going to use the chipotles in there. Those are the only things I know. I know I'm going to use chipotles because I got them. And I know I'm going to use red tomato because I got them. I got a lot of olives in here. Are we going to use those? No, we're not using them. Mushroom, no. Cheese, no. I think we took everything out we're going to use. If I had more tomatoes, if I had like a tomato sauce, I might even consider adding that here at this stage in the game. You know what I mean? I got some red curry paste I made back there. I don't think that's going to help us. I have beet juice. Don't think we want to bring beet juice to the salsa part of it. Sounds like an uninvited guest. And I have that ancho salsa, which in any other case I would add to this, but what we're doing is making a brand new salsa, which is going to be chipotle focused. Speaking of, let's look at these chipotle. See what they're like. I mean, we've all. Ooh, that smells so good. We've all fucked with Chipotle's before now. Not the restaurant, the actual fruit, pepper, what do we call this? Yeah. Chipotle's. Oh man, if only there was a light over here, that'd be a lot better. You know them, you love them. Is this one better? Let's see. Ah, that's much better. Chipotle's. You know them, you love them. The problem is they come in a can with a whole shitload of them and all the juice. And then any recipe that you use or any time that you cook, generally you only use one or two, and then you have all these other ones left over. What I normally do, I'll take them out, I'll put them in ice cube trays, and I'll freeze it. Little helping hand, a little helping tip there, but I didn't. And these are, you know, they're going to go past their prime, and we don't want that to happen. So we're going to use them, we're going to bring them back to life by using salt, pepper, tomatoes, acid, all that good shit. Make them tasty, make it spicy, and it'll be good. By the way, the soup in the back is Bubba Bubbles. I'm going to cover it fully, roll it off a little bit to medium, and then just let that go. Clocked out at 15. We'll come back and check that later. So, salsa 1 is going to be chipotle and tomatoes for sure. Does this light help at all? It doesn't do anything for the, it just borders the cabinet. And if I did this, that's just obnoxious. Right? I mean, that looks like an operating room. We don't want that at all. Anyway, so we're going to do something with tomato and chipotle because that makes sense. You know, we want a red salsa, a rojo salsa, and then we have these tomatillos, which you can roast and make a nice salsa verde, which I usually do. But I'm not going to roast these. I'm just going to do a clean, pure salsa verde. I like a bright green, clean salsa verde. And we're going to make that spicy. So I have I have a serrano here. We're going to add that serrano. And then I have this jalapeno, which I think would be nice with that. I think the red, you know, think about the finished product. Think about the colors. I think the red flecks of jalapeno in there would be really nice. In the bright ass green salsa. And then, of course, all the cilantro in the world is going in most of these salsas. Definitely the verde, probably the rojo. And what are we doing? Maybe we just make more verde? I mean, we got these two rogue guys. I got some avocados here. Are these like ready to go? I don't want to waste a good avocado. What I would do is make like an avocado verde vibe where I could blend an avocado with a tomatillo. And I find that brings like a lot of acid to the party and it keeps the avocado alive longer. Let's line these up because we're definitely going to need these. It keeps the avocado alive longer. And by that I mean it doesn't turn brown immediately. The acid from the lime and the tomatillo, when you blend it up with an avocado, it doesn't make guac. I mean, I guess you could make guac in that sense, depending on how much of each of the ingredients you put in. But that's not what we're doing. We're trying to make like a salsa out of it, like a very loose, you know, think about what you want your salsa for. You're going to be dipping chips into it. Maybe the chipotle, definitely not the avocado one. Definitely not the verde one for me. So I want these to be really loose. I want these to be like, you know, I could splash it with a spoon. If the tomato one's a little chunky, I'm okay with that. It doesn't need to be, but I'm okay with that. This is definitely going to be a chipotle forward salsa right here. We're going to blend the shit out of all these chipotles, and that's the end of the life of the chipotle. We can toast up some garlic. That'll add a nice thing. So let's get the comal, the flat cast iron pan, on the burner. Let's get that warming, because not only do we need to rock some tortillas on there and get them toasty. We could do that to the tomatoes, too, for that salsa. We could do it for the jalapeno. We could roast everything. There's a little smoky vibe with the talk. Chipotle's already. How many times could I fucking say Chipotle one day? You know, we got to think here. We definitely want to use this jalapeno. And it's definitely going to go. I think the fresh jalapeno with the chipotles, which are dried jalapenos, will be dried and smoked jalapenos would be nice. So let's get that going. That'll be spicy, spicy, nicey, nice. Let's take one of these tomatoes, which is not the ripest, which feels like that guy. All right, so we'll do 3 tomatoes with that, with the chipotle and the jalapeno, and then we'll throw a chunk of onion in there also, and then a couple cloves of garlic. Makes sense. And we're gonna call that a salsa. For my next trick, we're going to make a verde with non-roasted tomatillos. I've just decided we're not using the roasted tomatillo base I pulled out of the freezer. It's a little past this point. We're going to blend up the fresh tomatillos, bright green. We're going to throw in this serrano. We're also going to throw in this red jalapeno. And let's see what else we got over here. This jalapeno looks nice still. I mean, it's a little wrinkly. It's a little wrinkly, but you know what? That's okay. And this red one's also a little bit past its prime. It's not past its prime. It's approaching its later years, let's say. We're going to keep those. This serrano could be used. These jalapenos are fine. I'm going to eat those during the week. Make some eggs, throw some jalapenos. This serrano we could use, but we're only going to make 2 salsas, so I don't think we need it. These avocados don't need to be used. We could save these and just chunk these up and throw them on top of a taco. I feel like if I blend this up, I'm not going to use it. 2 salsas, and like once you start blending and fucking with the avocados, you know, yeah, adding the tomatillos and the lime is going to extend its shelf life, but if you don't eat it right away, you're not going to eat it. I mean, it's going to go bad. It's going to go degrade and not be great. Let's stick with 2. I've never made a chipotle heavy salsa rather before. We're going to see where that brings us. And I've done this before. We know what this is. So this definitely needs some onion. So let's just trim the onion up for that. You could small dice this onion and throw it in with the throw it in there in the salsa at the end for texture. I may or may not do that. Let's do this. Let's use a quarter of this onion for the salsa, and we're going to blend it. This is all going to get blended. This is all going to get blended. You see it? Kind of. Let's try it. Let's try it again where you can actually kind of see what's happening. This is all going to get blended. This is all going to get blended. The delineation mark is the knife. The question is, do we want to roast these tomatillos? I already said no, so I don't think we are. But I don't mind roasting. There's some garlic that we're going to use. So we can just throw the garlic right on the comal. And let's throw all these small boys that aren't really great. We'll just use these as well. So. Are these garlic cloves past their prime and have a little bit of green growth coming out of the top? You damn right they do. Roasted salsa's been your jam lately, Pop Lover? I love a roasted salsa, man. I mean, I feel like I always go back and forth. I love a roasted salsa, and I love a fresh salsa, too. And the last tomatillo one I made was roasted. So I'm going to go halfy on this. I'm going to roast the onions. I'm going to roast the garlic. And then I'm going to use in both of these different salsas. And then, you know what, maybe we roast half the tomatoes. What do you think about that? Is that a good? Let's do this. Since we're already kind of massacring the freshness of these tomatoes with a can of chipotle that we have to use, let's roast half the tomatoes for the red salsa. How's that sound? Is that a good compromise? I mean, I'm with it. Like I too want roasty goodness. I love it. For the sake of interacting with the internet, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna throw these all right on the old comal and let these rip until they get browny brown and nice. And get these tongs out. So we'll do half and we'll see how it looks. Yeah, we'll roast those and then we'll fuck with the rest. I mean, when you add the chipotles, here's what I'm saying. When I add this much chipotle to 2 or 3 tomatoes, we're gonna lose the tomato anyway. You know, so the roast should bring out a little bit more of the tomato flavor, but maybe the 2 raw ones will keep the freshy fresh. Who knows? We're gonna find out. The jalapeno, however, like I said, this guy's a little bit old, so let's just get a little. It's not gonna hurt to get a little flavor on that too. So let's just roast that. We're making old ass salsa, making it real fresh. You know what I mean? My wine cup is empty. Let's fix that. That would be a sin. Thank you, whoever's here, for joining. I see Pop Lover, loving the pop. And some other people are in here. Good to see you, whoever just joined. So, like I said, let's just a recap for everyone who just got here. We got a cauliflower white bean soup going in the back. It's on full blast. We want to lower that down. That's cooking a little too hard for my liking. We're going to simmer that down, blend it all together. It's got a lot of roasted, leftover, what I would call Tuscan white beans in it with fresh cauliflower that we just chopped up that I found in my fridge that I forgot I had and had to use. So we're going to blend all that shit up and make it like a soup that we meant to make. Over here on the old comal, we have some fresh Roma tomatoes that are, well, it's certainly not tomato season, but we're using them, and some onions and some garlic we're roasting, and some jalapeno. What kind of wine are we having? That's a good question. We have a 2017 Gamay. Fuck with the lights. The 2017 Gamay Noir. Well, we'll just put it over here. We definitely know we need some more lighting over here. And that's backwards. This is atrocious. What a fucking train wreck this show is. Gamay Noir. Henry Fessé. Gamay. 2017. It's like Beaujolais, but not. Delicious. What goes better with rogue fucking tacos? I don't even know what I'm making my tacos out of yet, really. I'm just making salsa because my fridge dictated I make salsa. And the soup. So we're drinking. When that's done, it'll be something else. And when that's done, it'll be something else. So we're roasting. These onions are going. Getting a little bit of color, not enough. Let's keep it going. Let's huddle it up. Sizzle on that. These we're not going to roast. We're just going to go fresh on this. So you know what? We can fucking get to work on that. Let's do it. Let's get our shit going here. The beauty of a Vitamix is you just chop that shit and let it do all the work for us. Let's think before I cut these last two tomatillos. Do I need them for anything else? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is you're making salsa verde, so make it happen. Serrano, the whole fucking thing. Now, the jalapeno, the red jalapeno, like I said, I want to add for color and vibe and just fucking general jalapeno vibe, man. I'm going to add that after I blend this because I'm going to blend the ever-living shit out of what's in there now, make it liquid, and then we're going to add the jalapeno at the end, rough chop it in the blender so it has a little bit of texture to it. So we don't want to puree the jalapeno. Serrano can get pureed. Using a lime. Anytime you use a lime and you don't zest it, an angel loses its wings and a child dies somewhere. So always zest your lime whenever you're using it. There's two flavor components to a lime. It's the zest and the jus. And you want both, contrary to popular belief. Do you always need the zest in there? No, of course you don't. Does this salsa need it? No, of course not. Did I just want to do it to tell you that? Yeah, of course. That's how we fill time here. We don't have a scripted show. There's no cue cards here. This is fucking... I've taken my old shit in the fridge and I've fired up cameras in my kitchen. We're going to deal with it. We're drinking wine. We're eating soup. My fucking slides are falling off. We're all over the place here. So we're going to put one lime in here. We're going to put a big old glug. A big old glug of... salt in here on top of this, and then we're gonna grind it up. Yeah, we're gonna grind it up, blend it up, Vitamix it up, and see where it gets us. Did I say we're gonna put I said we're gonna put roasted onion in here, didn't I? I did. But I think I'm gonna put a half roasted onion in here because I don't really want to one weight and two really have that much roast on it. I want this to be fresh. All right, that's looking nice. These tomatoes are slowly but surely browning. Garlic's doing its thing. Whoa, burn. Let's throw a couple garlics in there. The ones that are primarily burnt on the comal. And by burnt, I mean perfectly adjusted to the heat. Where's everybody from who's just joined? Tell me about yourselves. Talk to me. Where are you from? Golden brown. That's right, dog. All right, so we're putting these garlic cloves. These garlics need to get pulled. These garlics have taken. They're taking all the heat, and I don't think they need that much more heat. So let's just drop them all in the stove because you're pulling them off with your hand like an asshole. That's what you're gonna do. Definitely a pro move. Let's get the salt out. Let's get a pinch, nice big old hit of salt in there, right in the cut on your finger that's already filled with lime juice. That's great. That's what you want. Ooh, shit. Georgia! We're broadcasting from lovely New Jersey. Not the best. Also not lovely. But we out here, and we're doing it. In the Vitamix, we have 4 or 5 tomatillos, I forget, juice of 1 lime, zest of 1 lime, 1/4 of a half roasted onion, 4 roasted garlic cloves, a big pinch of salt, 1 serrano, and we're going to add that red jalapeno when the time comes. This is probably going to be loud, so I will fire this up, and it will be loud. So let that rip, do its thing. Check on your jalapenos, make sure it ain't burning. Check on your tomatoes. Should have kept them down. I shouldn't have fucked with them, but we are, so be it. Making a mess. It's okay. Let's go check on, be right back. I'll check that. Give that a blast. Pull it down. I'm still here. Sorry. I have to go on the other side of the camera rig to grab some chips to sample this fine salsa with. Because that's how we do. I could eat it with a spoon, which I will, but Daddy wants some chips. You know what I mean? The other beautiful thing about going to the Mexican mart is, sure, you could buy Tostitos like an asshole, but you could also buy big old sleeve of tostadas, which serve all the purposes in the world when you're making a Mexican feast. Before I try it with a tostada, I'm going to get a spoon and give it a quick hit and see what it needs or does not. I mean, we got a beautiful color, number one. Well, we already established you can't see shit in that camera. Look at that beautiful color. Well, I'm going to establish you can't see shit in that camera either as far as color. It's fucking beautiful, trust me. Woo! Spicy, salty enough. I'm not gonna lie, I don't think that needs anything. That's fucking delicious. And really spicy. Tequila, that can be arranged. You can do that. I drink, when I make tacos, I drink tequila and beer with it. Really groundbreaking, I know. I'm my tequila on the rocks. On my bad Mexican beer, ice cold. It's also delicious and really spicy. But as beautiful as that color is, the one thing it needs is some red. We're gonna throw this jalapeno in there. Honestly, that serrano is so hot. I mean, it's a manageable heat. Don't get me wrong. It's not. I'm not tapping and throwing out the salsa. We're gonna eat the salsa. It's gonna be delicious. I love heat. That serrano is so like in your face heat. I'm gonna give this a rough fucking blitz, and then just to get the red all distributed throughout it, and then we'll pour it out and see what it looks like. I don't want to like Vitamix this. I mean, I'm using the word Vitamix as like a verb. I don't want to liquefy the jalapenos that are red. I want to have a little texture. I want you to look at it, see the beautiful green color, and then get the jalapeno. You know, as I look at this right now, we're gonna fucking abort mission because I completely forgot to add which it doesn't really even need it. But since I have it and we have to use it, I'm going to do this. Otherwise, I would not. The fucking cilantro. What are you doing, you idiot? You fucking dope. The whole point of this is to clear out your fridge. You got all this cilantro, and you're like, man, you'll make some fucking salsas. You got cilantro. And then you go and fucking forget to use it. You're a fucking idiot. So I'm going to pull out these jalapenos, as much of them as I can. I think I got. And then we're going to add a nice hunk of this cilantro. First, we've got a little crusty end on here. We're going to trim off that like dirt end. That gets brown first, and then we're going to throw in majority of the stems. I like stems in my salsa. So like I said, this is old cilantro. You've seen it. I'm not going to show it to you on camera. You know it doesn't look pretty. You know it looks a little long in the tooth. You know what it looks like. Don't make me call you out when you're making old shit. So we threw that in there. It's not that bad though. It's not like it's wilted. It's just about to go. So we're going to use it. We're going to make this already green as fuck salsa even more greener. So now we're going to go full bore on the Vitamix to incorporate all of that and make it liquid as fuck, just like it is now. And then we'll add the red jalapeno for color and texture. So right here. Looking good. Looking good. Nice. Oh, this looks great. It's looking great. It's right where we want it to be. Yes, a bias cut game is on point. Yes, okay, good. If we make you hungry, I guess we're doing our job. I'm not really even sure. Woo. All right. So now, the whole point of this is to use the cilantro. It's so beautiful. Ooh, nice cilantro backbone on there. The texture's right where I want it. Can't wait till you see this color. Now, we're going to add the red jalapeno, like I said. I'm going to just rough chop in the Vitamix with this now, just to get that texture of the red all throughout. Hopefully it works. I haven't tried it. We're going to like almost pulse. Oh, the pulse button for that. So I have it on like super high. I'm just pulsing for like. Almost there, I can see it. Almost there, I can see it. Almost where I want it to be, I can see it. Think with it. I think that's exactly what the fuck I was talking about. And what would I do if someone was here and we were going to eat this? I'd pour it into a nice fancy bowl and garnish it maybe with some super, really finely diced onions on top with some beautiful micro cilantro. But it's going to end up living in the fridge. It's going to go in a quart container. And then we're gonna... What I will do is a little fucking tip. Look, I was going to rinse out my blender because I was going to make a different salsa in here. Don't do that, you fucking idiot. Leave all your shit in the blender from the last salsa. Pile all the new shit in it, unless there's something in there you don't want. And then, that's one less cycle of cleaning. I'm not mad if my Chipotle salsa has some. Oh, look at that. Did we get this on camera? How do I do this better? The bottom line is what I wanted to happen now. Little red stuff. But you see, that's what I was looking for. I wanted a really nice texture with a little bit of red and jalapeno contrast and essentially cilantro, tomatillo juice / salsa gelato. Now my shit on the comal is blasting out right now. It's just burning really hard. So we want to scrape it right off. There should be a footnote here that tomatoes are not good for your cast iron. But I don't think anyone here knows what cares about that. So we're going to be all right. I know how to take care of a cast iron. So I'm not too fucking worried. But if you're an amateur hour and you don't know what you're doing with your cast iron, just look up fucking tomatoes and cast iron. And take care of your shit. Is all we're saying. All right, so the soup is looking good. We're going to get to blending on that. Will I rinse the blender before I put the soup in? Yeah. I don't want the soup to taste like salt. Is my mic cut out? Is it better now? Looks like it's working. Might be getting funky. I don't know. I had a room mic, but now I got this lav mic. It's wireless. Batteries fucking die every 10 minutes. Is this better now? Hopefully you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you hear me. So what we have in here now is a base of great. Maybe got folded over or something. I need a better system for it. We're still working this out here. It's all tests. With all this fancy shit that we set up here. Look at this. This camera's choppy again. This was like the best camera in the house previously. Now this is a piece of shit. This is looking better over here, but it's all held up by tape. This camera is always looking good, but it looks like there's, the twilight is like dark and death over here. You know, we got a chat room right fucking here. We got a phone line right here. We got a scroller like we're in a fucking news broadcast down here. I don't even remember what that says. Hopefully it's relative to what we're doing here, but good. So, back to what I'll call chipotle sauce. We have 2 roasted tomatoes, and then we're going to throw in let's throw in one, one tomato and see if we need the other one. Phone line's real, dog. That ain't a joke. You call a phone line, phone rings. I mean, it's supposed to. Oh. We're going to add all these chipotles. Is this going to be a really hot salsa? Yeah. We got 1. There's a big jar. 2, 3. 4, 5, 7, 8. I mean, if I use 8 of those, I'm going to be real happy. And I'm going to actually save this 1 that's left in there. 1, because it's not like going bad. I never like it like that. And I have something I'm going to be doing tomorrow that I know I could use 1 of them for a week. So I'm going to save that little nugget. That little fella for that. So what do we have in here now? We have garlic. We have the roasted tomatoes. We have all of the chipotles, which is a copious amount. We need to throw a lime in there. So definitely need some zest. Definitely put all the zest in. I like zest with my lime. Can't really think of an application where I don't want the zest at all. Especially if I'm blending. I mean, if I'm making like a different bread, I don't want chunks of zest. You know what I mean? Got funky here. Hello? Hello? I feel like my mic is getting shitty. In which case, I don't know what to do. I don't know. Okay. And how long does this thing be going? No, it's good. Let's see. Could be this guy. It's like transmitter could be bunk. Hold on. We're going to kill the audio for a minute. And then, let's see what happens. Is that better? Hello? Yeah, I don't know. This thing is kind of weird. It's not the best. It looks like it's working now. I mean, I see the signal now. All right. I mean, the batteries could die on that transmitter like real quick. I think they do. I feel like I just changed them. Maybe I gotta, I don't know. We're fucking working on it. Thank you, dude. Appreciate the technical support. We need that. It's the only way we're gonna advance the channel, you know? Technical support. Iron out all the kinks with the viewers. I appreciate you joining, Pop Lover. Well, tell me about Georgia. And let me see if what I remember about Georgia is true. I heard you guys have the best peaches. Is that true? That's a trick question because someone told me in Georgia that the lie is they don't have the best peaches. But let's see what you think about that. Some Georgian told me that that's a big fucking lie. It's a bold-faced Georgian lie. Best peaches everybody knows comes from South Carolina. Now, this bitch is from Georgia. I mean, I hear they're pretty good. I'm just telling you what I was told. I was only down there for a hot minute. That's what she told me. I'm not trying to start a fight. They're definitely better than up here. I think that's a given. All right, we're gonna blast this out and see what it looks like. Like I said, we got 4. We need salt in here. What do we do? Get this shit together, bro. Where's your rag? We got a big mess here. We want to get these salsas done so I can blend up the soup and then, be done. Strawberries top notch. We got some pretty strong strawberries out here in the Jerseys, I must say. Not the best that I've ever had, but strong. I've had great strawberries. Some of the best I've had. 4 tomatoes, 8 chipotles in adobo, 4 or 5 garlic cloves, half of a roasted onion, big old pinch of salt, lime zest, lime juice, blender, leftover salsa verde goodness, and we're going full blast on this. Oh, don't forget the cilantro. Almost forgot. That's 1. This is why I said I had to use it, because I got so goddamn much. I got 2 fucking things of cilantro here I gotta use. We used 1, that's good. We gotta save some for the tacos, of course. And this cilantro looks like it's got a little bit more life in it left. The other one, not so much, so I'm glad we use that. Let's take the stems off of this. Let's rip a hunk of stems in there. This salsa, since it's so chipotle heavy, and it has that roasted jalapeno in there, this might need a little balancing act. This might need a little honey. This might need a little sugar. This might need a little salt. But we're gonna find out. We're gonna blitz it up. Let's take a look at this soup. Check that out, see where that soup's at. But the soup, I just did a little poke test on. You remember we put in the fresh cauliflower in there? I just give it a little press with a spoon. I can see that I can smash them. That's where we want it to be. You want to be blendable. You don't want to be undercooked or anything like that. This is my broccoli soup. I have a method where I would add a little baking soda to it, and that would help speed up the cooking down. But we were in no rush. We covered it up, blasted the heat. This is chilling right where we want it to be. So once we get the salsa lined up, we're going to clean out this pitcher, throw all that shit in here, and blend it up. That is some brown-ass, unsexy-looking salsa. But we're not here to make sexy salsa. We're here to make it tasty salsa. There's still chunks of cilantro in here didn't get through. Oh, damn, man. I mean, it smells heavy chipotle. It smells like it wants honey. You know, I don't even know why. That's what it comes to mind. I can't remember the last time I had cilantro and honey together, but it just smells like it wants honey. Get the sample. Woo! Smoky. Not a lot of fresh heat. I'll try this straight up. I mean, it's so chipotle heavy, and we probably have to add that other tomato in there. I mean, it tastes like glorified blended chipotles, which isn't necessarily to say bad, but it definitely needs more tomato product. That tomato is not going to be enough. But I don't want to make, 10 quarts of fucking tomatoes. I could put a pinch of this roasted stuff I had in here, but I don't think I think this is like past its prime. Like I said, I don't really want to use this. I'm going to try it again. That's fine. That's actually really good. We're fucking using it. Just a couple scoops. This has like a sweetness to it too, which is really nice. I think this is gonna be really fucking good now. I almost threw this out. What an idiot I would have been, huh? What a fucking dope. What kind of dope would do that? So we got a couple scoops of the roasty roast in there. Let's get all these bits of whatever's up here off. And we threw the other tomato in here, which we need. I think the acid's probably fine on it. Anything more tomato, but let's see where this gets us. Give this a fucking blast again. Let's see if there's anything in the fridge that may play well with that. Ketchup? No. There you go. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I was going. I agree. The richness of this Chipotle. I mean, I never make a salsa like this, generally because everyone that I have taco parties for and shit, no one's big into like the hot salsas. So I usually make like a tomato sauce. Sorry, I'm so stiff. I think it's like allergies or something. Like a tomato base, super red, rojo, happy, friendly salsa. Then I'll make like the arbol I have in there, which is just pureed arbols pretty much, some vinegar for heat. And then I'll have like a green friendly one that everyone likes. It's kind of in the middle of maybe a jalapeno that I seeded in there. This is Chipotle as fuck. You gotta like smoke, number one, and two, heat. But I think this is pretty, I mean, I'm gonna try this again, but I think this is like I like using that much Chipotle in there. It's so rich. I mean, it has this like, talking about food is really dumb. I mean, but it has this like vibe of it's like a slow cooked tomato sauce. It's like really, Chipotle is, I mean, I think when I use a Chipotle, I usually use one or two. Again, because I'm shying away from people who don't want a lot of heat. Using them in mass like that really adds a lot of character that I never really got into. I just never did it. That is a beautiful looking salsa though. I'm not mad at that. It's tasty. I think a little bit of that roasty roast is coming through on it too, with the onion and the jalapeno especially, because the Chipotle is one note of heat. And it's a smoky heat. It's distinctive. It's not like blow your face out, but the jalapeno is bringing you some like fresh heat on top of that smoky heat, which is, you know, all Chipotle really is. I dig that. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that as a leftover salsa, but I may work on this to make this better. The only thing I would want to do is kind of make the color on this a little better. It looks green there, but it's really not. It's more like it looks like a bolognese color. The texture is really nice on it. It looks like a bolognese though. It looks like a cooked down red tomato. So, like that brown red, you know, vibe. That's what it looks like. That said, it's pretty goddamn tasty, and we're gonna go with it. So I got enough salsa for all the tacos. I'm gonna rinse out this blender. Let's give it a quick rinse. I'm gonna rinse out the top, and then I'm gonna run some water in here, and then I'm gonna hope that all the spicy, smoky is out, so we can blend the soup, which should only need a little bit of a blend, and then maybe a pinch of salt, pinch of butter, depending on where it goes. We'll see. I'm just going to give this, like I said, a rinse with the water to get that all going. I'll catch up on the chat. Green, red, colorblind. Green, red, colorblind. That sucks. Well, man, I wish I knew what it was like to be colorblind. I know people are colorblind. It sounds like color's a beautiful thing. How do you not see color? What's wrong with you? Get it together. All right, so we're going to try chips on this one. Again, this isn't made for chips, but okay. And yes, I've talked to people about food before. Not my first rodeo. That green one's really nice. Ooh, man. It's got that like mid-tongue heat to the back, but the front of my mouth is like completely not hot. Fresh pepper heat, like jalapeno and serrano heat. Really nice. Makes that Chipotle not even taste hot, really. That's how hot that is. But it's like mouth heat. It's not like blow your head off heat. Like I can't not talk because of it. It's not like it's not stupid heat. I'm all in the name of all the heat. As long as it has flavor and taste. Salt level's good on both of these, which is important. So I like that. Cilantro's good in that. The Chipotle one could probably use more, but honestly, you probably lose cilantro taste. I don't even know if it's in there because the Chipotle, the smoke is so heavy in that. But I'm not mad at that. That's really fucking good. Round of applause for me. Good job. You earned it. Another swig off the old bottle. And all over the floor. That's still good. Green or red colorblind. That sucks. Sorry to hear that, brother. I hope you can get that fixed in the future when we get cybernetic eyes and all those things. That would be cool. All right. So we also learned that this previously roasted tomatillo batch that I have is still tasty. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do with it, but we're going to keep it and stick it in the back of the fridge. And it starts to get funky and ferment, and we don't want it no more. I got some beets in here. Oh, we're using those beets. Sorry, rearranging. Now, we have two beautiful salsas that we made. This bag of chips I'm going to try to not eat. Garlic cloves, I should have used more, but what are you going to do? This onion, we're going to chop up and make on a taco if we actually make tacos. Sucks. Colors are great. Let's deal with the soup, for lack of a better word. I mean, it is a soup. Woo, that's hot. It is a soup. I'm going to clean off this comal real quick, too, because it's got some burnt tomato bits on it. I don't like looking at that. It's freaking me out. All right, that's better. So the soup, if my intuition's correct, should be tasty enough to not really need much. So we're just going to scoop that out right into the old blender. Kill the heat on it. Find a big ladle here. Yeah, this will work. And then I can do it right here, I guess, and you'll see it. Yeah, that makes more sense. Woo! Hot. So the cauliflower I've pureed before in a blender, and it works really well with making texture really creamy. And the other thing that makes texture really creamy is beans. So this is beans and cauliflower in unity, harmony, if you will. So this might actually get too thick and too creamy. We might have to break it down with some water, but I'd rather that. I'd rather have my soup be too dense, too thick, that I liquid it down than make it too liquidy and have to cook it down more. And we're putting this in with all the spinach. I don't know what's going to happen with the spinach. It's an off-putting color. I don't think it's going to become beautiful little green flecks like we were looking for in our salsa with the red flecks of jalapeno. But it's going to be delicious either way. So, I'm not mad about it. The soup is hot as balls. I'm going to let it cool off for a minute before I blend it. I don't want to break my Vitamix more than I've put it through more torture things than I've already done. Let's say goodbye, Eyes. Yeah, goodbye, Eyes. Man, I would want to work with more beans in Toronto. I was always impressed who use them up. Dude, beans are great, man. Beans are an underrated thing. And I swear to God, I wish I should have showed you how I made the beans. That probably been a better, more exciting episode than here's what I'm doing with my leftovers. But I had dried white cannellini beans, which I soaked overnight, which you don't necessarily have to do. But, you know, everyone says you should, so I did. And then the thing with beans is you want to, for me at least, and I'm no fucking expert, but I'm just going to tell you how I made them. And I made them and they were fucking delicious. So maybe you want to fucking listen to me. I don't know. You take your dried beans that you put in salted water overnight, and then you want to think about it in the pot, almost like, I think about it almost like a soup. Like, number one, what do I want these beans to taste like at the end of the day? When I made these white beans that we repurposed for the soup, I was making them like Tuscan white beans. They were going with a big fat-ass steak that was about 4 inches thick, that if you look at my Instagram, @HackChef, you can see the pictures of. It should still be up there. That we cooked over open fire in the fireplace. It was fucking beautiful, and it was delicious. And traditionally, they serve big-ass Tuscan bistecca fiorentina with a thing of white beans on the side. So I wanted to kind of have like a Tuscan white bean vibe. So I went rosemary heavy, and garlic heavy, and olive oil heavy. So in the pot, before I did anything with the beans, I sauteed down, I actually had some leeks too. Why? Leeks, celery, carrots, onion, and a whole lot of garlic. Sauteed it down just to make it translucent, not like a lot of color, just to wake it up. And then I threw in some, oh, thanks, dude. Give it a follow. And follow me here too on Twitch or YouTube, whichever you're on. You're on Twitch. And then with all the goodness that's in there, I drain the beans from their soaking juice, throw the dried beans in there. Hey, thanks for the follow, brother. And then you want to, oh, the overlay. Yeah, fix that. Is that working? Anyway, and then I threw in some chicken stock on top. You put it on a very low simmer, and then just let it go. And that's it. That's all you got to do. And then you just check it every once in a while. And if you want your beans to be a little bit more al dente, for lack of a better term, you just kill the heat and let them chill. If you want to be, cooked to a mush, you fucking just let them go. That's it. If you add a shitload of water to it, you got yourself a bean soup. Less water, you got yourself a nice thick bean kind of situation. If you want like refried beans or like a side dish for like tacos and shit, like pinto beans, black beans, I go less on the liquid, less chicken stock or vegetable stock or water. And just keep an eye on it. You want it thick, and I'll usually mash up some of that, make it like kind of the texture to be like half and half. Get yourself some good beans if you can. I've had some of those Rancho Gordo beans that cost more money, and you wonder, well, why would I spend $6 on this package of dried beans when the Goya one's 79 cents? And the Rancho Gordo beans are definitely worth the extra buck or two. But if you've never fucked with dried beans, go buy the Goya ones, play with those for a bit, get your bean game down. Then go buy those Rancho Gordos and cook them up the same way that you're pleased with, and you'll notice the difference. It's impressive. Never thought I'd say dried beans have a fucking dramatically different taste, but I've done the taste tests. I got the proof. Right here. You know what I mean? Right here. Whatever. Anyway, beans are easy to make, and they're cheap as fuck, and you can make a whole bunch of them. I feed a bunch of people. You can add things to it. I threw a bunch of greens I had extra in there, made like a beans and greens, and now it's fucking becoming soup. It's a win-win. Let's blend this fucking soup up so we can start fucking winding this thing down, because... No, we gotta make tacos still. I'm fucking hungry. All right, we're gonna fire the comal up. We're gonna make some quick tacos. And then we're gonna play with something at the end, and then that's gonna be it. All right, the comal's gonna be hot. Let's get the tortillas out so I don't forget to actually make tacos. I have some leftover corn tortilla. We're going to use these. These are going to get used. Salsas are going to get used. Pinch of the cilantro is going to get used with that onion. That's going to be the taco. So let's blend up that soup. Let's use this to cover the top. And again, I don't want texture on this, so we're going to go full on Vitamix power abuse. You're going to start low and then crank it to high and let it rip. That green is going to give us a really weird color, but what the fuck? What are you going to do? We're going to deal with it. My mic work? Yeah! 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 Crank that Vitamix. Crank the Vitamix, crank the Vitamix. I'm going to lower it a little bit just so I can hear myself think and you can hear me. Oh, I'm sorry. Did you just... Oh, I can see I'm popping. I'm sorry. Rip. Rip headphone users. Not like a Vitamix to wake you up, you know what I mean? Get up Sorry about that. Forgot I went full volume because the mic was cutting out, and then I stood right next to it and screamed. Rip headphone users. It's all right. It's part of the fucking excitement. You know what I mean? Sometimes you get your fucking eardrums blown out. Oh, that's a thick boy. All right, so clearly the color of the spinach is permeated our soup, but not so much. I'm not mad at that. Just a little thick. That's all right. So what I'm going to do is just get this pot right back where it was. I'm going to dump that thicker in there. Yeah, it's pretty thick. We're going to dilute that with a little bit of water. So I'm just going to throw some water in the blender. I'm going to blend it up real quick, just a little bit, get all that goodness out of the blender. Dump it in the soup, give it a stir, give it a taste, see what it needs. That's a much better volume, I would hope. A little louder. Cover up the mic. There we go. I'm going to start covering up the mic for people. Trying to be polite here. We got here, boys. That's right. All right, so we got to try this fucking soup, see where it is. Forgot. So we threw a little bit of water in there because it was pretty thick, like I thought. The beans and the cauliflower really, like what color does it look like? These cameras gotta get dialed. This looks like I guess it looks like cauliflower soup color. It's got this green tinge to it from a little bit of that spinach that was in there. I'm not mad at it. Again, if I was making this to like serve people in a fan, this is fine. I would still serve this to you in a fancy way. Taste. That was good. I can't tell if the spoon was covered in oil and grease, which I think it was, that I just got a mouthful of. It's kind of throwing me off. We're going to try that again. This is my soup. I could use the spoon twice. That's better. Could have used a little bit of carrot. We should have threw some carrot in there. It's all right. It's definitely got some bean vibe. Not too much. Garlic's there. Cauliflower's strong. Bubbles. Doesn't need more heating. It's actually really good where it is. Probably needs pepper. It's probably too late for that. I can double dip. It's my soup. No one's eating this but me. I'll double dip all damn day. I'll just eat this. I'll pull this fucking right up here, sit in front of the camera and eat it. Turn this into one of those weird social eating channels that people on fucking YouTube do, or Twitch, where they just sit there and eat loudly and obnoxiously. This is good soup. I kind of want to add things to it, but it really doesn't need it. It's light and delicate. I'm thinking like it needs these other flavors, but it doesn't. It's got I taste cauliflower. I taste the garlic that was in the white beans, and I taste beans. I don't know what else I'm looking for. I think that's it. I want to start adding like nonsense to it. It really doesn't need it. I was thinking like a little cheese, like Parmesan, but I actually taste. I think I only thought that because there's Parmesan rind in the beans, and I can actually taste it, which means it's pretty balanced between what I added. So I like where that's at. We're just going to put that to the side, and that soup's done. We're going to let that cool, and then we're going to cord it up, throw it in the fridge. I'm going to eat that all week, or maybe tonight for dinner. But no, I said, what time is it? I got time. We're going to make tacos for dinner. No problem, tacos. We're going to have tacos. Man, we're really hitting all the fucking bases here tonight. I mean, if I'm eating tacos, one, you can't be having red wine. That's not right. Pour the last sippy sip of that red wine out. I really don't want tequila beer right now. First, fine. Knives out of here. Let's clean up a little bit. So once we're done here, it's not a goddamn shit show disaster. Any questions, feel free to type away. Feel free to call the hotline. 843 Rebel TV. Could you get some Chilean Malbec or something with some spice? I could. That's true. Beer is definitely the move with tacos. I have some really crisp, tasty whites too that would probably go well with tacos, but honestly, the tacos I'm going to make right now are just going to be straight up street tacos. I'm not going crazy. We're not making anything nuts. We're going to heat up some of these tortillas that I got because I got to use them. What do we got here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm probably going to eat like 2 tacos like I ate earlier. I'm probably going to eat some of that soup when I put it away. So let's just make 2 quick tacos. Should I eat 3? We're not going to, let's be honest. You're going to eat 3 tacos. Don't need 2. So, when I make tacos, I want to say when you make tacos. But when you make tacos, you do whatever the fuck you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do. You do your taco game. I'll do mine. And then when it comes time to meet, we'll meet and we'll eat each other's tacos. And then, you know, you can tell me mine are better. And then you can watch this and I'll tell you why. Yeah, inner voice definitely got me good. All right. Knife. What I want to do first is I want to warm up these tortillas and I want to keep them warm. What do I want to do for that? I got to get it. I have a tortilla warmer. It was gifted to me by a friend of mine. Chef Mike Dienery, who's a very talented and accomplished chef. He makes some delicious foods, and one day he came over and bestowed upon me this beautiful gift. And this beautiful gift is a wicker basket with a styrofoam liner that you line with a towel, perhaps a warm towel if you have it, but I do not. And then once you line the styrofoam with the towel, you keep it at the ready, because once you heat up your tortillas on the comal, you throw them right in there, put the top on, and it keeps them warm. Do I need that for the 3 tacos I'm making? No. But when you're making tacos, you usually make it for a bunch of people. So what you're going to do is you're going to heat up your tortillas, because if you're not, number one, if you're not heating up your fucking tortillas, you got to go. And number one, I'm not going to eat your tacos ever. And number two, you should rethink your life, because they're really bland and not delicious. Unless you made them yourself, even then they need to be heated up. I don't know what you're doing, and I'm questioning all of your decision making in life. But to heat up these tortillas, these are just tortillas from the store. They're dry, they're flaccid, they're limp, and honestly, they're not the most flavorful thing in the world. But they're good. They're good enough for what we're doing. My comal is hot, and it's also dry. There's no oil on or anything. I'm just going to wet these, because these are super dry. I'm just going to give them a little bit of water on them, not too much. These are actually too wet. And then just stick them right on the old comal on low heat. That's probably like low medium. And then that is just going to go. And it's going to tell you when to flip it. It probably takes about a minute, minute and a half on each side. And then you flip, and then they're going to be warm, and then we're going to put them in the holder, and it's going to be great. I like radish with mine. I'm cutting this too thin. I like chunks, big chunks of radish. Why? Because the legit taquerias that I've been to serve it with radish, and it's delicious, and that's what we do. And they do it, and I enjoy it. I'll stick with it. Where did onion go? We want some onion slice. I don't need all this onion, but I'm going to do it. Not the best knife for this, but doing it. So I just want to dice my onion. Because if you're making tacos, I don't care what kind of tacos you're making. Ground beef tacos, egg tacos, chicken tacos, tofu tacos, radish tacos, dog food tacos, cauliflower soup tacos, potato tacos, chorizo tacos, carnitas tacos, carne asada tacos. I ran out of tacos. Tacos al pastor. Well, that one doesn't need it. But any of the tacos that you make needs to have, these are ready to flip, needs to have, and like crepes, sometimes they stick, but these are not. These are okay. Talk about the tortillas right now. Your tacos need 2 things. They need cilantro and they need onion. And if they don't have those things, I probably don't want to eat your tacos. I'm going to be honest with you. I love you, but it's, you know, it's just like, it's just one of these things. It's one of those things. Put onion, put cilantro on it. Don't give me a taco with your fucking, God damn it, I keep dropping this fucking thing. I don't even know where it went now. There it is. Don't give me a taco with your, I'm being too aggressive. 9.5 out of 10 times. Let me read this. I don't get the point. I think you need more taco examples. Oh, yeah, see, I was thinking actually about the Bubba Gump scene while I was doing the taco thing. But I was focusing on my onion cutting, so I had to keep going. I was riffing. Called fucking riffing. Get with it. These tortillas are done. So what you do here with the tortillas, you get your rag, you pull your softer tortillas out now that have a little bit of flavor because they got that on there. You cover them up, seal that bitch up, nicey nice, and now these hold warm, and they continue to kind of steam in their own goodness while you fuck around with your accoutrement. Don't give me a taco with your shredded lettuce and your shredded American cheese and your Ortega taco seasoning. I don't want that. I'll eat that if that's what we're making and that's what we're having. But do me a favor, just call it something else. Don't tell me it's tacos. Don't tell me it's a street taco. No one's calling it street taco. Who am I yelling at? Just make whatever fucking tacos you want. I'm gonna eat them and probably like them. Honestly, if you make me a shitty Ortega hard shell taco with cheese and lettuce on it and taco sauce, I'm probably gonna like it. It's just not what I want when I think about tacos. Sorry. When I think about tacos and my core craves tacos, I crave cilantro, onion, and a filling on a corn tortilla with a nice little salsa, and that's it. That's all I want. When it's taco night with the fam, maybe you want shredded cheese and fucking garbage and all that stuff. Cool. Let's do that. What I have here, we could make tacos out of, but honestly, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do this later in the week, but I'll show you what it is. Because we need meat, right? We have tortilla, we have salsa, we're ready to go, right? But, Billy, what are we making these tacos out of? What are we doing? This is a bag that was sous vide cooked for, I want to say 36 hours. There's a chunk of pork butt in here. There's a chunk of, nope, that's all pork butt. There's an onion, there's an orange. There's a lot of seasoning and goodness in here. And there's also a pig head that's right here, in case you can't see it. It's a suckling pig head that happens to be in the bag. And the whole thing was cooked a la carnita style, which means with fat and citrus and flavor and goodness. 36 hours, and it's under vacuum seal. So this is going to be good for a very long time. If I had the time and the inclination and wanted to eat all of this right now, I would shred all of this up. I'd pull out all the inedible stuff, all the bones and the citrus, all that. Shred it up, sear it up, throw it on a taco. That's going to be fucking good. But this is about 5 pounds of meat that I'm not eating tonight. So what are we going to eat? What kind of tacos are we going to eat? It just so happens I have some assassina seca here. What is assassina seca? Well, when you have a nice Mexican mart near you, like I do, they have a whole, butcher counter with generally not great meats, but they do have some great cuts, normal cuts that your normal butchers don't have or don't care to have, apparently. Cecina is a salted, dried, thin slice of meat, and I don't even want to say what cut it is. I'm not sure, but you can just see how thin. Like, look at this. This looks like a mask. Like, that looks very thin and weird, right? Well, look how big it is. It's salted. That's why it's gray. They have ones that are unsalted and undried. This is a little bit dried also. I guess it's wet, but it's like, they do a salting curing process on it. They have one that are not salted like that, called just cecina, and it's red, just like a steak, like you would expect. And it's just really thin cut meat. I don't know what cut. I don't know where that's from. That's a big piece. I'm not questioning it all too much. What I do know is it's delicious, and more importantly, it cooks up very, very quickly, which are two things that I look for in my tacos. So, I got about a half pound of it here. It shrinks up. If I was outside, I'd throw this on the grill for about 2 seconds on the side, and it would be done. But let's just cook all of this on the flat top comal, piece by piece. I'm going to rip it apart. I think we'll be able to fit this on there. And then this one piece, maybe. That's too big. We can rip that into two. It's just like, it's just like steak-um, but the texture is not that of a steak-um. It's a little different than that. I think I can rip it right on the seam here. Just nice. That's what we want. All right, so we got about 2 portions to cook here. It's not going to take very long to cook. It's super thin, seasoned already with salt. It smells good, and it's got nice. I'm almost done. Don't worry, I gotta leave too. This comal is raging hot. Now we've used it dry all day. We want a little bit Earl on there, so I spray a little oil on there. See, we're smoking a little bit. Make sure it's nice and hot. And now we should... Whoa! Now we lost the knob. Don't forget to tip me, guys. I need to fix these things that are broken. Send me a tip at tip.rebelvision.tv so I can fix my fucking stove. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to lay this right on the comal. Sizzle, sizzle, pop, pop. I guess I can't fit all that in there. Throw a little piece in there we could put. Oh, this guy. Squeeze him in there. So, like any meat, when you're searing it, because all we're doing is searing this and flipping it, and then that's it. Calling it a day. All we want to do is cook it so it unsticks itself from the pan, flip it over, and then we're going to chop it up and eat it. It's going to be fucking beautiful. What are we missing? Cilantro. So we just need a little bit of a rough chop on the cilantro. Get the raw meat out of here. Okay, sounds like it's sizzling. Looks like it's ready to flip. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice char on there. Real nice. I feel like anytime I've ordered this kind of taco when I'm out, like they might have cut it before they even cook it, but ain't got time for that tonight. We're searing and moving. That's already cooked. That's ready to go. Glad you think it looks delicious. Appreciate you, Pop Lover. Thank you for watching and following. We're going to wrap up soon, hopefully. What time is it? 7? Man, we've been doing this for a minute. Look at what we did today. We made these beautiful salsas. We made these fucking tacos we're going to finish up. I'm going to sit and eat like a savage. We made the soup I got to put away. What a beautiful day. Kind of. It's debatable, really, I guess. But it's fine. Tacos make... It's Taco Tuesday, everybody! I hate that terminology. And I hate when things have days. But apparently today is drink wine day or something. This meat is fucking overkill mode. We're going to put it right here, chop it down. But first, there's more meat. And we're going to throw the meat right back on there. Sizzle that bitch down. And that's that. That's a half pound of cecina. We're just going to chop this up. We'll chop it all up together at once. We don't got to wait. We got incoming messages here. What's going on? Sizzle, sizzle. Let's chop this, make sure it's tasty. And I'm hungry. Yeah, I mean, it tastes like steak-um. Is it the best meat you're going to have in a taco? No, it's not. Is it quick and delicious and cheap? Yeah. Is it going to make a great taco with what we have here? No, of course it is. I'm making a taco. Of course it's going to be delicious. Yeah, totally, man. That's what's really nice about the cecina seca. It's already salted. It's weird. I don't even know like why or how they came about that. I'd actually be interested to hear that story. But like, I added nothing to that. I literally took this slice, I threw it on here, and we're eating it. It's like, it has the texture. I mean, it's better than like a steak-um, if you're familiar with steak-ums, like that cheesesteak product. Like it has that kind of like beefiness to it. So I think it's like a similar cut, which tells me it's cheap. It's fine. It is cheap. Like $6 a pound for that. But it's already salted. So what's really nice about it is you can go grab 3-4 pounds, go to a party, someone's grilling, you just throw that on, literally 2 seconds, heat, pull it off, chop it, you're done. This is, I mean, I'm cooking this to death here. I don't even know why. Mainly because I want some char on it. Because if it doesn't have the char, it's kind of like, it's just weird. If it has char, I could at least excuse the just... I eat a lot of beef, all right? I'm really picky with my fucking meat. And if it doesn't have a juicy quality to it, it's got to be flavorful. So this is good. This will be great Probably with a little bit of verde and a little bit of chipotle, because the chipotle will be really nice with that. I'm going to eat them both, and we're going to talk about it. Because, I mean, nothing's really more entertaining than watching someone eat food and talk about how good it is. Not only is that entertaining, it's informative and really makes you better as a human being and a person. Right, these are way fucking cooked, dude. We don't need to burn this in the name of char. So we're going to turn off that comal. We can see the comal's already ripped. And now we're just going to go in here, just rough chop all this. Yep, it's hot. And then put the hot stuff in the bottom. It's like strips, you know, just a. This knife is not that sharp. I should be using a sharper knife. Can't stop picking at it. Looking real nice, like. All right. So now we're ready to go. We're ready to eat some tacos. So pull up a fucking seat. We're here to answer questions. You cure the meats and whatnot. I did not cure these meats. Have I cured meats? I have, indeed. And is it delicious? Is it a lot of work? Yeah. Is it worth it? Amateur level meat curing is probably not worth it. If you have the facilities to do meat curing on a high level, I'd say it's worth it. Thanks for joining the Hack Chef program. We're wrapping up here. I'm pulling out my tortillas that we heated up. And we're throwing it on the stack of cecina seca, and we're going to eat some tacos while I finish up, round out, answer questions, and talk about how good the things that I just made were. Look at that. I finished my vino. So what are we going to have? We're going to need to re-up a beverage for the taco party. So I'll be right back with a new... Oh, I could talk still. I forgot. Got to get a new beverage for taco party. Can't have tacos and red wine. I mean, you could, but we're not playing that game. We just made some nice salsas today. What was this? This beer was pretty good. Do we want this beer? That's not like I want like a shitty. Oh yeah, that's what I want. Ah yeah, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. I got my beer. And let me get a little bit of the juice. Oh yeah. Now if you're gonna eat tacos. If we've learned anything today, if you're going to eat tacos, don't eat tacos with red wine. Eat tacos with beer and tequila. That's what we've learned. My mic still works here? Yeah. I don't know if that atrocious background music is too much. Oh, thanks, dude. Glad you like the Instagram. I worked at a place in Atlanta that had a ton of cured meats. Favorite was Carolina Reaper something. I forgot what it was really good. Carolina Reaper's pretty spicy. You like that spicy boy. We're going to drink a little Blanco tequila to go with the Taco Rage. Cheers, salud. And also with the Blanco tequila, I have some nice Carton Boat beer, Session Ale, 4.2%. Carton Boat, light beer. Light in the sense that the color is light. It's a 4.2% hitter. It's delicious. It's very good. I'll put the boat right here. Get that in the picture. Get that in the picture. I should put this on Instagram right now, right? And say, hey, look, we fucking stream stuff and it's cool. Look at what you missed. This is how you promote. So I'm told. There we go. Live streamed. All right, put that up. I guess that's something. Is this music in the back too much? Normally I don't enjoy the punch your eyeballs out key, but they calm it down with some. Yeah, I mean, Carolina Reaper has a real... Is that music too much in the back? Because it's really loud here. I just don't think my mic is picking it up. Carolina Reaper is a delicious pepper in itself, but it generally has a lot of heat to it. This music's got to go down. I don't care if it's too loud for you. It's way too loud for me. Why is this on? God. I gotta fix the music thing. All right, I need better music, then I won't care about it. Let's eat these fucking tacos while they're warm. Then we can talk. Carolina Reapers has delicious flavor to it, and to tame the heat, that's the hard part. Anyone could just add Carolina Reapers or something. So normally people use these baby street tacos and they double them up. I'll show you what I do. I don't want to dirty the plate, but for the sake of discussion here, I'll show you how I do. And if you go order street tacos, you don't get one, you get two of these. You get 2 tortillas. I mean, I like more stuff. I like a good deal as much as the next guy. I, for one, will take I can't think of the word, tostada. I'll put a tostada on the bottom of my plate, and then I will make 3 tacos, and I will put it over my tostada. And then I will dress my tacos on the tostada, eat my tacos over the tostada, and then, you see where this is going, all the drippings I eat with the fucking tostada. It's brilliant. I'm gonna put some onion, like, am I doing this right? Can you see it? See it enough? Fresh onion, just a little bit, not too much. And we're gonna put, let's do this. Let's do a little cilantro on each, of course. Like, that's it. That's like the money shot right there. I mean, if you're not happy with that, number one, I don't know what to tell you. You need better lighting here. I don't know how it looks, but come on. Also, this seems horrible as well. Let's pour this. Oh yeah. And now let's salsa this up. Let's put a little of the green boy on this guy over here. Let's give it a rinse. Let's keep our flavors pure. Let's put a little bit of chipotle boy on this guy. And can anyone see where this is going? We have chipotle on one, green on the other, and then the boy in the middle, just like we said, gets both. And just like I wanted, the texture of the salsa is you hit it, splag it. That's what we want. Fuck yeah, we did everything we said we wanted to do. What's better than that? Now we're going to eat the best part, where you just watch me eat. I'm going to start with the verde one, and then I'm going to eat the chipotle one. I'm going to eat both. So cheers, salud. Thanks everyone for joining. Here we go. One bite. Everyone knows the rules. I mean, it's delicious. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not going to talk to you about the meat. Look at a 2-bite taco. That's how good it was. I don't know what you want me to say here. Really good. Salsas are some of the better salsas I made. I mean, without having to hold back on peppers and heat, you really could put out big flavors on that. That's how I look at it. So cheers to powerful salsas. That verde is fucking killer with his beef. I forget the recipe, but go back and check the video. Yes, sir, I certainly game. Check the Rebel Vision TV channel. I should have some archive videos. We have a 8 to 9 person Civ 6 game that we just kicked off that we're going to be doing weekly installments of on Thursdays. That's pretty nerdy. I'm going to eat some radish. We also board game, Star Wars Imperial Assault on occasional Sundays whenever we get it together. And sometimes we stream this, stream that. I'm probably going to play Civ a little bit later tonight. I don't think I'm going to stream it though. Maybe, who knows. Trying to get on the schedule. Tuesday nights doing food, Thursday nights gaming, Civ, especially every Thursday night. We got 8 people we're scheduled to do that game. That should be fun. And then I'm hoping on Wednesday nights I can pick up, start a talk show in the basement, get some guests over, musical guests, things of that nature. We're doing everything here. I have some other people coming on the channel to host different kinds of shows.
check us out, man. You followed the Rebel Vision, so Rebel Vision's gonna house all this shit, hopefully. Let's try this Chipotle jam. Uh-huh. Yeah, got smokiness in there. Again, I hate talking about food. I don't mind cooking food and talking about cooking food. But talking about eating food is very bizarre. It's an experience that I don't need to tell you about. You're not going to know what this tastes like no matter how much I tell you. What I'm going to tell you is it's good. And the learned experience here is add all the chipotles to your salsa. It's worth that. Yeah, it's really good. I feel like this last one with both sauces is going to be the best. Because the chipotle added this intense richness, and the verde had that cleanliness. This is going to be I'm very happy about this. I'm going to eat all these tacos, aren't I? Might as well make the rest of the tortillas. Just saw that coming. I'll just make a tostada. I got right here. Go me. Go us. Go team. Go team, you know what I mean? I don't know why. I can't imagine people want to see me sit here and eat, but I'm not going to turn it off. Just keep it going. High five, dude. We did it. Hey, look, we got soup that we're not even going to eat tonight, and we're going to eat for the rest of the week. It's going to be great. And I'll be back next Tuesday, right? Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to make next Tuesday. Send me some ideas. We'll do something great on Tuesday. This was a fridge clearing session. My fridge should not be full next week, so we can go from scratch. Oh, what is that? Well, oh, dude. I mean, when I first started talking about doing like a video thing for the Hack Chef, which I ran the Instagram for, you know, that Instagram's great because it lets me do all food stuff and talk about it. It's fun. And I was like, oh, I could do a video component. That would be cool. I mean, I've heard about Twitch for a decade plus, but I never got into it. I like gaming as much as the next guy, but I don't sit and watch people game. And I started watching people on Twitch, and I was like, oh, this is right for food. And then I saw the food channel. I mean, every time I turn on the food and drink station here on Twitch, it's all people like making cupcakes, and I'm not excited. I thought this was different, and I figured I'm cooking anyway. Let's cook and see if people dig it. So we're doing it. Who dat? Make cool. What's up? Welcome. I just finished cooking and everyone's joining. Hello, how are you? Hope things are well with you. We're enjoying some tacos. I'm probably going to make some more. I'm drinking beer and drinking tequila. Like a gentleman. How are you? How are we? How's everybody? I'm going to finish this taco. I think this is going to be the best taco of them all. I'm going to try to enjoy my meal. Just stick around. Talk about the meal. Were you here? Where'd you come from, May Cool? Where you at? Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. All right, good, man. I'm glad you're getting better and not ill. I guess that's good. I'm just eating tacos like a champion, really. Let's be honest. Just eating tacos on a Tuesday night in the kitchen. That's normal. Oh, what's up, dude? I remember you from Israel. Welcome back, man. Sorry, I forgot your name. I remember you, dude. Yeah, we were prepping Super Bowl shit then, and look, we're right back with tacos. You missed the whole cycle. We're making tacos again. Look at us. Hopefully things are good with you. Hopefully Israel's chill. One can only hope. Salsa's banging right now. I'm not lying. It's really good. Oh yeah, dude, just chatting is out of control. But just chatting is like porn stars talking and like creeps. Like it's just weird shit. There's enough people that watch Food and Drink that obviously want to watch Food and Drink shit. I just feel like what was in Food and Drink, it wasn't. It seemed like Food Network light to me, which is not what this is trying to be. I'm gonna watch this. I'm gonna check on this stream a little bit later and see how it sounded and looked. But like, you know, I'm just fucking shooting from the hip here, and we're cooking. And you know, it's not a contest, but it's better than Susie Q Bakes above me or whoever the fuck is up there. I'm not saying, but you know, just saying. I don't know what I'm doing here. I was gonna eat my. I'm not talking to you about how I'm eating my food. It's too personal. Just eat my food. That's really what it's like. It's like weird, and I get that. Like, you know, you got someone working a camera. Like some of those people have people working, you know, camera. That's exactly what it is. It's 40-year-old cooking shows, which is cool. I don't mind that. Or you get like soccer moms making cupcakes. Or you get some like drunk / stoner dude making like bad, like rice-a-roni. I watched some dude like make rice-a-roni one night. I don't know what the fuck, what is that? Now granted, you know, I could have this a little bit more dialed in, perhaps give you a recipe. I don't know, I archived the videos, you can watch the videos. You were here from the beginning, Pop Lover. That's cool. I saw some dude, that's true. I did see some dude in the daytime, because I would pop into the Food and Drink channel every once in a while, different times, to see like who's doing what. There's a dude working a deli in the daytime. That was cool. Like, I enjoyed watching that. He just had one camera over his deli station. He was making sandwiches and then just banging it out. That was cool as shit. Like, that was, for me, I'm a food nerd. I enjoy that, but I don't think everyone does. Yeah, that dude's fucking cool, man. I dig that. That was cool. I love that. That was like a cool idea. I like that. I just said I could set this up in here, and I do all kinds of different food. I feel like it comes out pretty good, and I try to keep it pretty simple. Like, I think, and I'm going to test this theory later, I'm going to get better at it as we go. You know, if you watch the video, you can see how I made the salsa. There wasn't too much thinking involved. I said, I got this, I got this, I got this. We're going to blend it. Let's try it. Boom, we're here. That's it. Chinese restaurant, that's pretty dope. I would love to see that. That's like the one, like, Chinese restaurant, like, I don't know how that works. Like, all I know in the Chinese restaurant is they got foot-controlled woks. Their fire under the wok is a foot-controlled thing, which I need one of those installed, like, over here. That would be amazing. That's the only thing I really know. Other than that, you know, I know they use pretty, generally speaking, low-end ingredients. I'm banging out real fast, you know? I need to name this part of the show where I sit and eat, because if people just join right now and just see me eating, they're gonna be like, what the fuck is this dude doing? That just sits here and eats? It's not what we do. I've been cooking for like 2 hours here, man. Made these beautiful salsas, made a beautiful soup. Look at all this, come on. Yeah, mukbang. Mukbang is when people just eat shit, right? That's just weird, man. Is that what I'm doing? Is this technically mukbang? I thought, at least the video I saw, the guy had like mounds of food and he was just like disgustingly eating. Wow, so we're mukbanging right now. Okay. Who knew? Wow. All right, so we're mukbanging, bro. Mukbang time. So this is going to be the mukbang portion of the show. There's always going to be a mukbang. What's mukbang backwards? Is that anything useful? Gnab. Come. Yeah, that's not going to work. We're going to stick with mukbang. That sounds great. So, you know, we'll just title the end of the show mukbang. I'm going to put a little, not here. This is where the chat window is. Maybe here. Right here, I'm going to try to like keep a running title. Like when I was doing salsa, like here it should have said salsa. Mainly so when I'm like going back and watching the video, I know what's what. It's very hard to go back and watch this and know what the fuck is going on. So if I put like salsa here when it was salsa time, cool. Soup, soup. Mukbang, mukbang. Good to know. We're learning. Costco with veggies? Hell yeah. Couscous with veggies. We're all mukbanging right now. It's a big mukbang session. Just a big troubleshooting mukbang session, you know? Just a couple dudes hanging out, troubleshooting audio problems and eating and drinking. Just a couple gentlemen, you know? That's what we do. Tip me, follow me. One day we'll sell tickets to this. No, really, this is going to be a live event one day. And you could join me live, and I'll make food for you. It's all happening, bro. As I eat radishes. All right, so what did we learn today? We learned how to make great salsas out of shit that's in your fridge. Granted, my fridge is better than most. That's right. Hell yeah, you guys get VIP. You guys are in the beginning. It's like a Kickstarter. When you're in the beginning, you get VIP all the time. You're up first. We learned how to make great salsas out of shit that you had in your fridge. We got a delicious salsa verde. We got a beautiful chipotle salsa. Both are, I'm telling you, if they sucked, I would have dumped them. This isn't a fucking real TV show. If those sucked, I would have went, this is garbage, we gotta get rid of it. Those are fucking really some of my best salsa work, I must say. Kind of very surprised by that. Soup, leftover beans, rotten, not rotten, but past its prime cauliflower, blend it up. Beautiful, done. We showed you how to do tortillas. Taught you about cecina. What else? I'm gonna fire one more tortilla and finish off that meat. That seems like the right thing to do. My dog's barking to come in, so I'm gonna let him in also. I'm gonna let my dog in, so I'm gonna fire those tortillas. Coming in, fella? What a good boy. You wanna come say hello? Come on, bud. Come on. Come here, buddy. Ciabatta boy, come on. My dog's name is Ciabatta. Get that right. There you go, buddy. Good boy. What a good boy. Oh, yeah, let's try this too while I'm over here. Let's do a little. Good boy, bud. Ciabatta boy, come say hi. Come say hi to everybody. He's shy. He doesn't want to come say hi. I zoomed in a little bit to see if this looks any better. Yeah, it's a little better. That's unnecessarily the far angle. The ruin to think about a little garnish, sweet corn on soup. No, man, for sure. I mean, this soup is just a base, and I'm not. If I was going to eat the soup right now, I'd probably dress it up and make it look real nice for a picture, like I did the tacos I made look nice, right? If I was going to serve up the soup right now, what I actually would probably do, since I don't have any corn handy, corn would be great with that. But I saved a couple heads of those pieces of those cauliflower. What I would do is roast them. I would have roasted them when I made the soup, so it was ready at the end. Roasted the cauliflower, and then just put a piece or two of roasted cauliflower on top. Maybe a pinch of that cilantro, because I have it. Mint would probably be really nice with that. You know, but anything, corn would be great with that. Corn in that soup would be great. The soup is, I would try it again right now, but honestly my mouth is like chilied up from the salsas, so I don't want to try it again and talk about it, but it is beany and cauliflowery, so anything that would go with cauliflower, anything, hey, look at that, 100 messages, say restream. Anything that would go with cauliflower or beans would go pretty good with that. Corn included, yeah, corn, fresh corn, roasted corn, any of those things would be really delicious with that. I'm gonna scrape off that comal real quick so we could cook up some clean tortilla and then finish that meat. And then I'm gonna clean up, and retire to some gaming I have scheduled with some friends of mine. What do we have? About 2 left in there? 1 big taco or 2? Let's just go 2. I don't think I'm going to stream the gaming tonight, though. Sorry. A little lemon on that soup would be very nice. I'm not going to put the soup away right now. Oh, the beef I use is cecina seca. It's a Mexican cut / style of beef. Oh, I got to wet these. No one's reminded me how to. I thought I taught us how to do tortillas. Cecina seca. Mayo cool. Once this is over, the video will be archived. You can go back into my videos and watch it. And again, if I had the thing, you would know how. But you can fast forward to the part where I make the meat, and I talk a little bit about it. It's cecina seca. It's a Mexican, very thinly sliced meat that cooks up very, very quickly. And it looks, pardon my hands, it looks just like this. It looks like ground, it doesn't look like ground meat. It looks like steak, but it is certainly not steak. But it looks like steak. It's delicious. It's really what it is. It's very good. And it cooks quick, and it's pre-seasoned, so it's very good. Yeah, it's super thick. Good eyes, dude. I thought that lighting was not great. Good eyes. It's very, very thin. It's called it's like salted beef, and it just cooks real quick. If I had some more raw, I'd show it to you, but it cooks real quick. You chop it up, sear it real quick, and then you're done. And it makes for very salty. And then with all the condiments, you put a little onion, a little cilantro, and the salsas, and it makes a really nice deal. Good eyes, though. Seeing it's so thin, super thin. Hey, buddy boy, come here, bud. Come here. Say hello. Ciabatta boy, come. My dog is shy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. Bada boy. Watch this. I'll get him there. Ciabatta, come here. Ciabatta, come. Come. Come here, bud. Come here. Ciabatta, come. Over here, bud. Ciabatta boy. Come here. Come here. Good boy. He's running away. Come here, bud. Come here. I'm going to try to get him here for you guys. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come here. Ciabatta, come. Come. Come here. He's not the smartest dog. Come here, bud. Come on. Come on. There you go. You got to come and get that. That's for you, bud. You better come and get it. Here he comes. Come here, bud. Oh, come on, come on. Good boy, yes. Get it, bud. Come on. He's like freaking out. He doesn't know how to get past the camera and the cables. Come on, bud. You make me feel like I'm being cruel. I'm not. It's right here for you, dude. Oh, yeah. All right. Come here, bud. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Good boy. He doesn't want to say hi. I don't know. Move off from me. He'll wander into this frame. Now that he eats some meat. Come on, bud. All right. These tortillas are ready to go. I'm ready to finish my last 2 tortillas and then call it a program. Oh, who's that? Oh, Ciabatta, say hello. There he is. Ciabatta boy, say hello to people. Come here. Come here. Come here. Good boy. Come here. Come here. He thinks I'm going to feed him where his food is. That's why he's very excited about food right now. See you, bud. These are for me. You, number one, have food. So don't look at me like I don't feed you. Very rude. Okay, a little onion. Cilantro on here. And as we learned, we want a little bit of both salsas. We painted both salsas here. A little fresco. A little chipotle. Boom. Killing the game right now. Last 2 tacos of the night. Very sad. Oh, here he comes. Come here, bub. He won't cross the wires. It's very funny. Goddamn, those are good tacos. Chipotle boy distracting me from my huge audience. Yeah, no, really, his food is over there, and he wants to be fed where his food is. And he has food. He just wants tacos. He's spoiled. Ain't you spoiled, boy, huh? You spoiled, boy? Come here. Come here. You can eat this. Come here. You want this or no? Okay. Help him out, look, bro. Mukbang! I mean, mukbang, bro. Well, those were goddamn delicious tacos. I'm glad for many things. One, I'm thankful for you guys joining. Thank you so much. Without viewers like you, this show wouldn't be possible. That's like, I don't think that's true, but you know what I mean. I appreciate you watching. I'm thankful for tequila. I enjoyed the food. It was super, super delicious. I wish I could share it with you guys. I wish you could try those tacos. They were delicious. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to cut this stream. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to play some games with my boys. I'm going to call it a night. We're going to do this again next Tuesday, roughly the same time. I don't know what we're going to cook. Follow me on Hack Chef on Instagram if you don't already. Follow Hack Chef on Instagram. Follow Rebel Vision TV. Where is it? Over here. That's where Twitch, YouTube, all the videos are going to be for gaming, food, goodness, everything you want. Thanks everybody who came and joined. Thanks for people who participated. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for asking questions. Thank you for giving insight and contributing to this beautiful thing that we have called the internet. Thank you so much. Let me dial up some exit music here. Again, make sure you follow on everything that there is to follow. And then I'll see you guys next time. Follow me online. Thank you, Pop Lover. Thank you, Make Cool. Thank you, everyone else who joined and chatted. Appreciate you. Yeah, dude, please keep tuning in. I appreciate it. Because if no one tunes in, then, you know, it's going to be, you can only sit and eat and talk to yourself for so long. Again, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have a good evening. Be safe. Love y'all.